Hi everybody. Sorry this isn't the best way my camera is set up. It's as best as I can do though. I wanted to do, this is a 14 by 14 inch stretched canvas. I wanted to try something new, and I know I haven't been on here in a long time, but I'm going to try to remedy that. I'm going to try something that I saw on YouTube by Tiktus art. It's called a Kangaroo pour. And I wanted to go over the colors that I use and things that I do to prep my canvas and stuff like that. So the colors that I'm using is Saks True Flow Heavy Bodied Acrylic, and this is Fire Red. And I'm just going to go over the consistency once because it's the same consistency in all of them. This is a thicker bodied, so it takes a little bit more. I use floetrol and water to thin them out. And if you can see the consistency, it does leave a mound. Okay, and that's all of them. So that's the red. Liquitex Basics Cadmium Yellow. That's here. This is Master's Touch Acrylic, and this is Phthalo Green right here. This is Fine Touch Phthalo Blue right here. And I also did a satin enamel mixed with some titanium white, and it's the same. It's the same consistency as the rest of them. And this white is what is going to be in this little cup. It's different than what Tiktus art did, because I kind of want to get those weird cells. So that's the only white that's going to go in this cup here. Then I also have titanium white, Saks True Flow Heavy Body Titanium White, and that's gonna go in between some colors. I wanted to make a kind of a fall themed thing. So let me move these paints out of the way. So we'll see what happens. I want to make a brown, so of course I want to mix in some parts my blue and my red together, but I also want them separated as well. I cover the back of my canvases with masking tape, and that way it makes it nicer when you're selling them and a lot easier cleanup. So I'm going to start layering the colors now into this cup. So the way I have this figured out, I should have plenty for this cup, and I won't need to have a base down first. And it's going to be a straight pour. I might decide to do a little bit of twirling around with the cup. I'm not exactly sure yet. We'll see what happens. I kind of am a free thinker, so who knows what will happen. So I'm going to start layering my cups. And I want to save some of my blue because some of my blue is going to be mixed with red at some point. I also always have a tweezers just in case I, have to get some of the boogers out, because floetrol sometimes does that. So I'm going to, now I do want to create, I do want to create a brown. in a minute. Hang on. So I'm going to layer these cups again. Okay, here comes the brown. I hope it turns out to be brown. Who knows? This might be interesting. There are some interesting colors happening here. That did not fill my cup as I thought it would. So, which is okay, because I think that I'll have plenty here. I am gonna, because this is a 3-ounce cup, and that's gonna get poured into here. And like I said, these are all the same consistencies. All the paints are, they all leave a mound. So I let this paint sit for an hour and a half, and that would decrease the amount of air bubbles in the paint. But if you can see my layered cup here, and then if you can see down in there, there's some really beautiful colors happening in there too. So this is the first time I'm using this technique, so I probably don't have enough paint. If not, then I will have some to go around. I'll have to make it up really quick. So here we go. Wish me luck. All right. There's a great big air bubble in there. Ooh, that is interesting. Yay, yay, yay. Very cool. Okay, I like this more than I thought I would, I believe. I'm going to turn my cup a little bit. The important part of this is getting it to stop dripping, so you don't have a weird, like that, don't have a weird thing, which I just created, but that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna pop some air bubbles. And if you can see in here, there's some nice cells that are developing in here. I kind of want to let this sit for just a minute, and it looks like I'm going to have plenty of paint, so I won't have to get any more paint because I want to stretch this out some. But I'm going to get some air bubbles out with my torch, maybe. And when you start to stretch, it's really important that you look for any globs, because floetrol sometimes has a tendency to have globs of paint in it, and it never looks good. So I do want to fix one thing. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just kind of want to fix this because I messed this up already. Trying to fix it to make it look like it belongs there. Okay. Okay, so I think we're ready to stretch, but then I'm going to be looking very closely, and I've got my tweezers to make sure to see if I need to pick up any glops out there, because it makes the paint not move very well. All right, so here we go. We're going to start stretching. It's a slow process. You don't want to rush it because you really want to get the layers. You always want to come back to the center. Okay, so we're going to come back to the center here. See how it's spreading some of that paint out? Oh, this is beautiful right here. Almost looks like a school of fish. I'm going to bring it down to this end. Okay, and we are going to bring it back to the middle. It is time consuming, but you never want to rush it because then you end up with something you don't like. And I have a tendency to overwork things. I'm going to try not to do that. We're going to go up to this other corner here. Okay, so we're up to the other corner. We're going to let it move back to the center now. And then we'll be moving down to this other corner here. And this still looks really, really, really cool. I wanted to say hi to all the members on my site or on my page. And I apologize to everybody for not doing much on there. My head really wasn't in a good place to be creative. Now it is. I haven't seen any globs yet, but I feel like there is something, maybe a piece of my hair right here. Maybe not. I don't think it's a piece of hair. Okay. All right. So now we want to start thinking about what we, what are we wanting to, what are our favorite parts? What do we want to keep? I want to keep this. So I'm not so thrilled about what's happening down here below in the green. So I'm going to go back up to this corner here and I'm going to start dumping things off. Just take it to the corner and come right back up, just like that. Okay. There's some interesting things happening in the middle here. I'm still loving what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to bring it down to this other corner. I really wish you could see better with this camera, but until I work that out, I'm sorry. Okay, so all the further I want to go with that because that's one of my favorite parts is right there. So, all right, so, okay, we've got two corners covered. Let's bring it up to this other corner. Oh, I feel like there's a blob of something right here. So we're gonna let it go off of that end. Oh yeah, I really am liking this painting. Tiktus or Tiktus, I'm not sure how to say it, but thank you for this idea. Because this, look at this white in here. I'm so excited about this painting. Ah. Okay, I have one more corner to go down to. And I'm gonna open those, what look like fish, back up. All right, we're gonna go back to the center again. All right, so I'm gonna fix some edges. I don't think that I want to do anything more with this. I will pop some bubbles. Got all my edges, I'm getting all my edges covered. And I'll bring you down for a close-up because unfortunately my camera is not up high enough. I'll need to figure something out. I think it's because of my bed raisers. Let me see. Now let's figure out if I want to do anything different with this. And this is where it comes in where I usually mess up because I overwork something. I think I want to go just a little bit further down here because I want to get some of that off the canvas that's down at the very bottom. And there it goes. Okay, I think that this painting looks very, very cool. I'm very happy with it. I think this is a hair. I don't know. Oh. There's something in there. I see it and I feel it. Yep, there was something in there, all right. Okay, let me see if I can fix that a little bit. We are gonna let that be. I don't think I want to mess up with anything. I think mess anything else up. So I'm gonna pop some air bubbles, then I'm gonna bring you down so you can see everything. And there might be some more cells that develop over the next little while because I do have that satin enamel in there. That was what was in this white here. And then it mixed throughout this too. So you can see some of the cells popping up. This kind of gives it like a dream-like ethereal look, I think. Oh, see, this is what I hate. Okay, did you see what just happened? My glove did this. Let me see if I can't get it out of there. All right. Those gloves sometimes, they're good to have on, but sometimes they get in the way. Try and fix this a little bit. Oh, that kind of looks cool. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down so you can see the rest of this. It kind of looks cosmic. I know it doesn't look like fish anymore, but it just really, there are some cool things happening in this painting, and I don't think that it's done. So I'm gonna do this one more time. I am very, very happy with this. Okay. All right. I'm moving you. Don't get dizzy. All right. So can you see that painting? There's a lot more happening in this painting, and I want to continue it to happen. Probably it'll be different in 30 minutes. I'm going to be posting what it looks like dry as well. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.